In other San Diego news, this came out as of just today. San Diego County has now become a super sanctuary in a 3-1 vote. The resolution says the county, quote, shall not provide assistance or cooperation to ICE in its civil immigration enforcement efforts, including by giving ICE agents access to individuals or allowing them to use county facilities for investigative interviews or other purposes, expending county time or resources, responding to ICE inquiries, or communicating with ICE regarding individuals' incarceration status or release dates, or otherwise participating in any civil immigration enforcement activities. Supervisor Jim Desmond was the sole vote against the resolution, saying, the super sanctuary county vote betrays American citizens. Desmond called the measure reckless and says, quote, not only goes far beyond California's already extreme sanctuary state laws, but actively endangers our communities by shielding illegal immigrant criminals from deportation. Consider this, under this policy, law enforcement is prohibited from notifying ICE about individuals in custody who have committed violent and heinous crimes, including rape and stalking, assault and battery, burglary, child abuse, and more. Let me be crystal clear. This policy means that an illegal immigrant who has committed one of these appalling crimes will now walk free on our streets once they serve their jail sentence, protected by county policies with no coordination with ICE. So, not to be outdone, San Diego County, LA went sanctuary status, and they said, we're going to be a super sanctuary. Not surprising, Nora Vargas, Tara Lawson-Remer, who's the other girl? I can never remember. I think she's my supervisor. I can't remember. Monica, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember her name. Not important, but that's where we're at. And Joel Anderson, the other Republican, had a cough and did not show up for the vote. So wasn't that important enough for Joel Anderson to show up.
I mean, he would have been up, but yeah.
Well, it would have been nice to make it 3-2 rather than 3-1, right, just for the numbers' sake, to make it look a little closer.
I didn't know why. I was like, well, where's the fifth person?
You know, Tara Lawson-Remer won her re-election. Excuse me. Won her re-election against Kevin Faulconer, local elections. So she's going to hold on to her seat. She'll probably be the next chair, and God help us, she'll be the next chair, and she'll push some of the most radical leftist policies on San Diego County. It wasn't that long ago, San Diego had a county board of supervisors that was actually a majority Republican. So just saying, it wasn't that long ago that we had a majority Republican, and we had a Republican mayor as well. Imagine that, a Republican board of supervisors and a Republican mayor all at the same time.
There's hope for the future. Just wasn't this time.
Maybe not with our local party the way it's going, but that's a whole nother episode. So that's it. That's breaking news. As of now, San Diego County is becoming a super sanctuary. Don't want to work with ICE.
Again, I don't know why, but that reminded me of the supersize commercials of the McDonald's in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, you don't just get your combo, you could supersize it. And I just felt that when they go San Diego, they're just like, not only are we a sanctuary city, we're a super sanctuary city.
We're a super sanctuary city. I don't know if this is going to work. Like you kind of round off the whole episode, this is them going farther to the left. And I'm not sure if this is a good idea for San Diego politicians. Now, if we had a local party that was competent and not run by a bunch of cronies and bootlickers, it'd be great. But unfortunately, we don't. So getting a lot of these people out might be a little bit of a challenge. But again, I think there's going to be enough people in San Diego County. Actually, the biggest shift of Republican votes in San Diego County, I think, actually came from South Bay, which is a largely Latino population. So interesting to note there. I'm also interested to see, I know Jim Desmond came out and said, like, look, I'm not going to quit fighting on this. Like, I think he said in his words, like, help is on the way. Like, Trump will be elected and Tom Homan will come in. Like, he's going to work with the federal government to figure out what they can do or what they can do to kind of override a lot of this. But it will be interesting to see. I don't think Tom Homan, from what I've seen, I don't think he's going to take this laying down. And I don't think he's just going to throw up his hands when it comes to California and just go, all right, you guys declared yourself a sanctuary state or sanctuary city. I guess I can't do anything.
We're just going to leave that
shucks. Darn, I guess I'll just, it looks like you guys got it under control. I'll just go back to DC and figure out what I'm going to do. It's going to be a fight. It'll be interesting. Hey, thanks for checking out the California Underground podcast. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you subscribe, like, share, review, comment, all that stuff that helps with the algorithm, helps people find us more. And if you want to learn more, you can always listen to our full podcast at Apple, Spotify, Google, all those different places that you basically find podcasts. Or if you just want to keep watching clips, you can check out clips here, or you can subscribe to our channel right here, somewhere in here.